has never been a more important film about XRP, but this one is it. With its huge market share, Coinbase is driving up the price of XRP Ripple. You did hear that right. This is not a story or a myth. This is a proven fact. You can't miss this, trust me. A lot of people think that XRP Ripple will be worth more than $100.00 in just a few days. Let's do it one step at a time. Let's get right to the point without any more nonsense. Nota bene. Coinbase made a move that could start a big rise for XRP, and people in the crypto world are just now starting to understand what it means. Coinbase recently said that CBXRP, a wrapped version of XRP that is now live on its base network, and Ethereum Layer 2 built on the Optimism OP stack, were now live. In this case, the wrapped token is an ERC20 version of XRP that is backed by a real asset that Coinbase holds. It looks like a technical fix, another step toward being able to use different systems together. But this may only be the top of a much bigger story that could have a direct effect on the price of XRP in the future. XRP has been on the edge of the DeFi world for a long time. Its own record is quick and cheap, but it hasn't worked with smart contracts or dApps that are based on Ethereum yet. With the start of XRP, Coinbase has pretty much closed that gap. Through Base, people who own XRP can now lend, stake, or provide liquidity on DeFi sites. There's more to this than just ease of use. It's an offer to join a financial ecosystem that XRP hasn't been a part of for a long time. This move from Coinbase is also not a mistake. The time is hard to miss. A federal court decided in 2023 that XRP is not a security when traded on exchanges. This was a major legal victory for Ripple after a long legal fight with the SEC. It all changed after that decision. Almost overnight, companies that had taken XRP off their lists started to accept it again. But Coinbase did more than just list XRP again. It went one step further and added it to its own blockchain network that works with Ethereum. That's not just the opposite of being careful. That is placing strategically. There's something else going on behind the scenes as well. There are rumors that Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, holds millions of XRP coins himself. Built up during the height of the SEC case when prices were low and people didn't trust the market. Even though it hasn't been proven, this rumor has spread in the XRP community, and Coinbase's recent actions only add to it. Why is Coinbase suddenly so excited about the future of XRP? Why put it in Base along with Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are both big assets? It's possible that the people behind Coinbase do or know something. For that reason, they think XRP will go up in value. When XRP comes out, it opens up new options. It moves XRP to low-fee areas with more and more liquidity, makes it more useful, and finally, lets it connect with the growing DeFi world. That alone makes it valuable. The really interesting part is what this means in a symbolic way. One of the biggest and most controlled exchanges in the world is Coinbase. The choices it makes are important. There is a strong message sent by the fact that XRP is now fully wrapped and built into Base. XRP is no longer having to defend itself. It is changing. Eleanor Terrett, a crypto journalist, put it simply, we're seeing a quiet shift. XRP isn't just being added again, it's being fully merged. Integration could be the start of a new era. If DeFi activity around XRP picks up speed and reports of insider accumulation are even partly true, we may be in the early stages of a price breakout that is being quietly fueled by an infrastructure play backed by Coinbase. Things are starting to come together, but the price hasn't gone through the roof yet. Most of the fight with the SEC is behind Ripple. The utility is growing, and one of the world's biggest platforms just rolled out the red carpet for XRP in a way that seems planned, deliberate, and quietly sure of itself. This may not be priced in yet by the market, but that won't last long. This news was also noticed by people who work with Bitcoin. Some even say it's the start of a new era for XRP. They think the market will grow at a rate that could completely turn it around. I promise you that what they say will shock you. Don't believe that XRP's best times are over. What's going on at Coinbase behind the scenes could be the spark that sends XRP through the roof. There will be a big event soon, and if you don't pay attention to XRP now, you may feel bad about it for the rest of your crypto trip. The alarm is going off across X among traders, analysts, and fervent XRP advocates. The noise level is rising, and the buzz is not just noise, it's determination. You're not ready for the big breakout, Amonix wrote. He told them that XRP will send when it breaks this wedge. Then there's XRP Avengers who have boldly said that each XRP will be worth $49.00 by June 7th. Take note of what I say. These aren't just tweets full of hype. They are part of a growing group of people who think that something big is going on below the surface. A well-known trader named 24Head Crypto is the only one whose voice is being heard above all others. He is doubling down on a statement that many people still think is impossible. $100.00 XRP. He's not going to back down. He's leaning in even more than before. In a new post, he said that $100.00 XRP would happen. To the bottom of my heart, this is a chance that will never come up again. After that, he made a connection that is hard to miss. It cost $1.50 to buy Amazon in 1997. At the time, most folks laughed at it. It's worth more than $200.00 now, even after several stock splits. It's clear what he means. XRP might become the Amazon of cryptocurrency. This moment is unique not only because of the predictions, but also because of the history. It's not time to talk about XRP during a bull run or peak mania. When we talk about XRP now, it's being rebuilt. The legal battles are mostly over and the groundwork for its usefulness is finally being made. Coinbase just put wrapped XRP on its base network, which lets you use DeFi and smart contracts. That's more than just a technical improvement. XRP is now entering a world it's never been to before. It's also perfectly timed. XRP has never been a joke coin, it's always been useful. That's not the only thing that drives it. It was made to move money between countries, get rid of slow banking lines, and change the way international finance works. Now that rules are becoming clearer and new technologies are being added to it, XRP has finally been given a chance to breathe and maybe even burst. What if these predictions are true? What if the wedge breaks? What if that one-of-a-kind breakout is already happening, just more slowly than people thought? In the market, we've seen this pattern before. First there was shock, then a quiet build-up, and then all of a sudden there was a vertical move that no one saw coming. At least no one thought it was real until it was. You don't have to agree with every guess. Maybe $49.00 by June 7th sounds too good to be true. Maybe $100.00 doesn't sound possible. But it's getting harder to ignore the rate of change. And both in crypto and regular markets, history shows that people who laughed at the bottom often cry at the top. We also have to talk about the change that's coming up. Ripple isn't just making noise, it's getting ready to turn the whole banking system upside down. This is no longer just a guess. Ripple is about to go global in a way we've never seen before. Everything is falling into place, from legal wins to Coinbase integration to price predictions that will go through the roof. This is the best sign ever for going up, and the next thing that might happen could shock everyone in the crypto world. The idea that XRP could replace SWIFT, the long-standing leader in global